Should I buy a house or a link to a picture of a pixelated monkey? Houses are often more of a liability than a... I know that this tweet is like over 3 years old now, just looking at the date. Like someone came across this and reposted it, but God, NFTs were... Does anybody still buy those? Unlike all of the NFTs that people bought for like millions of pounds worthless now, the whole thing, the entire NFT like thing that happened was just such a mess. I just do not understand it. Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be returning once again to r/facepalm, the subreddit dedicated to palms hitting faces. Now, very quickly before we begin, I just wanted to mention, as always, that I will be live at 7 PM UK time over at my Twitch, so if you want to catch that, please do. It's always a good time. If not, I also upload the videos to Blue the Nerd Live, so you can also catch them there. But it's always more fun to catch these things live, so if you can, please try to do that, because I would love to be able to do it more often if enough people were watching it. The other thing I quickly wanted to mention is we have a new cat. There's a new cat in the family now, so if you see him zooming around in the background, that'll be who that is. He's called Hades. I'll try and get him at some point to actually show him off. But yeah, we have a new cat and he is beautiful, so hopefully you'll see him in a bit. He has been zooming around, but he has apparently disappeared as soon as I started talking about him. Here is the baby in question. This is Hades and he is a Maine Coon. Oh yeah. Yeah. He is nearly 4 months old, so very, very young. And he's already like as big as Artemis, so Maine Coons get very, very big, don't they? Don't they? They're gonna be huge. He's already absolutely chaotic. Complete chaos gremlin. So look forward to that in the background of videos. Now let's get into the subreddit, shall we? Khloe Kardashian is smack-talking LA Mayor Karen Bass over the wildfires. In 2022, Khloe used roughly 101,000 gallons of water over the allotted limit during a drought. Her sister, Kim Kardashian, used 232,000 gallons over the limit in 1 month. Bish needs to sit the f down. How do you even use that much water? Like, unless you personally own a golf course, I don't understand how you can actually use that much water. I guess their gardens are just that massive that they use that much water to water them, but that's insane. Actually insane. Silicon Valley built the modern world. Why shouldn't we run it? Now, as if this wasn't an insane thing to say to begin with, John Shadletsky, for those of you that don't know, his greatest achievement, the biggest thing he ever achieved, was Roblox, a game that ripped off Lego and appeals to children. Yes, it's a very popular game and he made a lot of money. No, that doesn't mean that he is Silicon Valley and should be running the world. Like, what the f? I really hope that this is satire or bait and that he's kidding around, but what the f? Let me get this straight. Republicans wanted to ban TikTok. Republicans banned TikTok. Republicans unbanned TikTok. Republicans claim victory for saving TikTok. Did I get that right? Yes, you did. And that's a very, very common thing that Republicans do. A very common Republican playbook is do bad thing that people are unhappy with. Blame other party for it. Reverse that thing. Act like savior. And it's like, you can't claim to be the savior of TikTok and like you've done this amazing thing if you're the one that wanted to ban it in the first place. If I pulled a gun on someone in an alleyway and then went, you know what? I'm gonna spare your life. That doesn't make me a savior. I haven't saved their life. I simply didn't kill them. Exactly the same thing here. Also, for the record, I have tried to save as little like Trump related posts as possible in this because f me, am I tired of hearing about it already. But it is damn near impossible. So there are going to be some in here, but I've just saved ones that I think were just particularly like stupid or facepalmy that should be in here. But God, there are a lot. He's been president for like 2 weeks and everything he's done is a facepalm. F me. Why don't they use geoengineering like cloud seeding to bring rain down on the wildfires in California? They know how to do it. You know, I was expecting Jewish space lasers from Marjorie Taylor Greene, but like this is a pretty close second, huh? But also, who is they in this scenario? Who is Marjorie referring to when she says they? Because the last time I checked, she's in the fucking government. She is they. So why don't you do that, Marjorie Taylor Greene? Oh yeah, that's right. It's because it's made up bullshit. People voted for this woman. People voted for this woman. Conservative writer who accused drag queens of grooming kids, arrested for child molestation. Self-professed Christian philosopher was arrested for molesting a child under the age of 12. If I had a nickel for every time a conservative has accused queer people of molesting children and then been outed for actually molesting children, I would be Elon Musk. I would have a lot of fucking money. It happens really, really often, like too often, way too often. The party of protecting children and family values really likes fucking children. That's pretty fucking horrible. But no, drag queens are the problem, obviously. Corporate profits are near all-time highs, while wages are near lows. How long can this last? Extremes don't feel sustainable, but they've existed for several years. Dutch Bank. The thing that really gets me here is not only is this actually incredibly fucking unsustainable for everybody involved. Rich people will not remain this rich and poor people will not remain this poor. We've surpassed the wealth gap before the French started decapitating people. That's how unstable this shit can get. But on top of that, for the Dutch Bank to say this gap has existed for several years to make it sustainable. Several years is not a fucking long time. It's just not. To like view the stability of an economy, several years is not enough. Also, how fucking insane is it that corporate profits are at an all-time high while wages are near lows, and yet the cost of groceries are also at all-time highs, and they blame it on inflation as if it isn't literally just corporations arbitrarily raising prices because they fucking can. It's got nothing to do with inflation. It just simply doesn't. It's just corporations wanting to make more money and then bragging about how much more money they've made. That's it. That's all it is. Any secret to extending the shelf life of raw milk? Raw milk doesn't go bad like pasteurized does. The flavoring consistently will change, but it actually gets healthier the longer you let it sit. Wrong. Don't drink raw milk. In fact, every study that has looked into the health benefits of raw milk has found that the opposite is true. There is no beneficial bacteria in raw milk. It actually lowers the effects of your immune system, and it is bad for you. You know what does exist that has beneficial bacteria? Fucking yogurt. Just have yogurt. It's not a hard concept. I don't understand where this obsession with raw milk has come from. But to even go as far as to say it doesn't go bad, and when it tastes like shit and makes you feel like you're gonna throw up, it's actually just better for you. No, fucking no. The only thing raw milk is good for is making cheese, and even then you should probably leave it up to the professionals. Breaking. 15 Native Americans in NM and AZ were stopped by ICE and asked to prove their citizenship. This isn't immigration enforcement, it's blatant racial profiling against the very people who have called this land home for thousands of years. Who could have seen that coming? Everybody? No, surely not. Surely not. Well, everybody apart from those who voted for this guy. And even then, a lot of them were actually angling for this from the beginning. It's literally like, oh, you're brown? I'm gonna deport you. It should say a lot that multiple countries have had to actually refuse planes with attempted deportations because not everyone on those planes was even from those countries. Mexico had to refuse planes. I think Cuba refused planes, or it might have been Colombia also refusing planes because the people on those planes, crazily enough, aren't always from those countries. The ICE is just going, brown person, send them to brown person country. And fucking Republicans are cheering about it. I can't imagine anything less democratic and less country of the free than going, you're brown, you don't belong here anymore. Yeah, country of the fucking free, right? As long as you're a white man. And then, when a country has the audacity to go, the people on this plane aren't from this country, Trump goes, I'm gonna put a tariff on your country that will uniquely affect my country country by raising prices here and no one else. Good job, Trump. You're really running the country into the ground. It's been 2 fucking weeks. Tell me why, as I was swiping on Tinder, I saw my boyfriend? Can men be loyal? Stop asking what I was doing on Tinder too. That's not the point. Made for each other, these two. Made for each other. Again, I hope that this is bait. I just realized this tweet's also like nearly 3 years old. God, is anything on Reddit new anymore? Does anybody post new content on this website? But God, hypocrisy and idiocy, they just go hand in hand, don't they? They just go hand in hand. And the final post. Thanks for the delivery at Elon Musk. #idol from Katy Perry. Imagine marrying Russell Brand not being the most embarrassing thing you've ever done. Oh man. Does anybody even listen to Katy Perry anymore? She was like, what, popular 10 years ago and then just disappeared and everybody stopped listening to her. But apparently she has the money to buy a Cybertruck, I guess. I don't know. She might have even released an album recently, but has anybody listened to it? I certainly haven't. But yeah, God. I mean, marrying Russell Brand is bad enough, but then supporting a neo-Nazi, that's pretty bad. But that's where I'm gonna wrap up the video, everybody. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have all enjoyed. Good grief. that was a video, wasn't it? If you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click on that join button on the channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless. A huge, massive special thank you to all of the wonderful, amazing YouTube members that do support me though. All of your names are on screen right now, and it genuinely helps so much. So thank you to everybody that does. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.